Is there really enough of a difference to justify the 50 AE over the 44 Magnum? I got 4 targets to find out. We're starting things off with a thick boy, a 6x6 piece of pressure-treated lumber. And it'll be backed up by a 1/4-inch piece of mild steel, just in case there's any debate. I think we're good to go. First up, the 44, because why not destroy my wrist first? Well, when we scoot the block over, it wasn't too bad of 2 shots. Let's check out the back, though, and see. Ooh, those absolutely tore through that block. Let's, see. Ooh. Okay, I mean, it looks like, well, they didn't leave any dent on the steel. Still impressive that they got to it, though. I was just thinking, out of all the eagles in the world, how did they possibly decide on the name Desert Eagle? Who knows, but anyway, I thought for sure that I was going to flinch, but I ended up with 2 pretty decent shot placements. Now let's check out the back. Yes, that looks pretty similar to the 44, but let's check out the steel right there. There's actually a little dimple on these too. That is a little bit better than the 44, but really not that much different. So unfortunately, I gotta call this one a draw. Alright, let's get this trash out of here. This 1/4-inch piece of mild steel is still holding in strong. I mean, there's really no major dents to speak of, but we gotta do the flip. Oh man. Alrighty. Looking good. Concrete, good, and I think we're looking good to go. In case you don't know, the secret to effective penetration is mass and a slow and steady speed. Well, on sand anyway. We definitely have enough mass, but the question is, do we have a slow enough and steady enough speed to penetrate this box? Let's find out. And I think we're looking good to go. The first one came in pretty freaking low, so I shot a second one, and I'll admit that I rushed it a little, but let's turn it around and see absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's see if that bottom one deviated out the bottom. Nah, it definitely didn't. Pretty lucky there. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, I think we closed it up just in time. We're ready for the 50. Well, I guess the slide doesn't like to lock back on this one. Where is it? Where is it?
What are you doing?
I just dropped 50 cents. Could you help me find it?
50 cents? Like 2 quarters?
Where is it? Ooh, there it is. Okay. And by dropped, I meant hurled out of a Desert Eagle.
Man, I better save my brass.
Good idea. This stuff is freaking expensive. Much better shot placement that time around. Now let's turn it around. And what do we get? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. That 45 Colt and 44 Special are something else, I guess. So we got another draw. Let's get this out of here. Good. Concrete. Save it for later. Dust it off. Clean. And we gotta flip this bad boy around while keeping the 3/4-inch piece of plywood in there. And I think we are good to go. Other than the wings. A little rough that time. I think we're good to go. Most handguns cannot get through 1.57 inches thick of concrete, but once again, these aren't most handguns. I don't know if it means anything this time, but we will see. That one had a pretty nice showering effect. And I'll say so because it shattered that block pretty freaking good, but let's check out the plywood. Ooh. Okay, so the bullet made it to the plywood. I hope I didn't shoot that far to the left. Guess let's get the block together. I don't know where the rest of the pieces are, guys, but it doesn't look like I was that far to the left. Maybe the thing has shifted over a little. Still though, I mean, we got a pretty clean shot and there's a nice dimple on there. Question is, can the 50 do better than that? I was sighting in the handguns on the railroad ties here and you'll never believe what I found. Look at this 50 AE projectile right here. It mushroomed out quite a bit, but I can't believe it went through the railroad tie. I mean, it might have went through this crack here, but still pretty impressive. Crazy that it was just laying right here. don't know if it was the brass or what, but something skimmed right across my head. Funny thing is, this is my first time shooting one of these. Like, literally shot number 7. But that was absolutely devastating. Let's check out the 3/4 inch piece of plywood though and see. Ooh, okay, nothing actually made it to the 3/4 inch piece of plywood. Or well, the spalling or the fragmentation, whatever hit this, got to the plywood, but the bullet did not for sure. Looks like, yeah, this is a piece of the bullet right here. You can definitely tell that it is plated though. Man. I'll be taking these, well, one at a time, I guess. And I'll be flipping you around. Alrighty. Nice try, but I'm not shooting steel with these. But I will shoot some ballistic, get out of the way. I will be shooting some brand new, well, not brand new, ballistic gel sent to me by Clear Ballistics. I actually used it for another test. And then I have another block back here to hopefully catch the bullets. Hopefully. Let's see which one makes a larger wound channel though. And I'll be switching from FMJs to these XTPs. So let's get some velocities real quick. Well, it was clear for a second, but anyway, this is where the shot landed on the 44, and as you can see, there is some massive fragmentation. Let's check out the wound channel from the side. That is an absolutely massive wound channel up front, but it looks like it tapers off the deeper it goes, just like me. And look at that perfect mushroom right there. That is crazy looking. That must be about 21 inches. Let me grab my tape measure real quick. Yep, right at about the 21.5 inch mark. That is impressive penetration for such a crazy wound channel up front. Really wish I had some water to wash off that block, but I don't. So apologies in advance if it's a little harder to see this round. Real quick, if you're needing any clear ballistic gel blocks or basically any other shapes that they offer, I would definitely recommend checking out Midway USA because they have a massive selection of clear ballistic gel products, as well as anything you might need to remold them. So I would definitely recommend checking them out. And I really appreciate Midway USA for supporting this channel. Also, if you want to learn a little more about how the 44 Magnum and the 50 AE stack up, I would definitely recommend checking out my article on their website. Well, the block was a good boy and stayed on this time, but check out that freaking entry hole. I forgot to put my finger in the 44. Can definitely get it in pretty good, but check out that 50. I mean, I can just pretty much get my whole finger in there. That is insane. Luckily, I think we have a clear enough window. Ooh, look at that wound channel next to the 44 here. That is a freaking massive wound channel. I mean, not that much bigger than the 44. Well, actually, I don't know if it's bigger than the 44 up front, but it carries it for a lot longer than the 44. Decent amount longer than the 44. And check it out. Let's see where the bullet ends up. Actually, let me flip that over. Okay. Now let's see where the bullet ends up. Whew, man, a little bit deeper than the 44. Let's check it with the tape measure real quick. Right at about the 22.25 inch mark. That is freaking impressive penetration for, well, it's all cloudy now, but that is an impressive wound channel in there. Oh, I'm not looking forward to cleaning up these blocks, but let's head back to the bench and do a little more investigation. And Terry, what are you still doing face down? Man, this one is just so close. I think I'm going to give the 50 15 points and the 44 10 points. So the question becomes, if you were dead set on a Desert Eagle, should you get the 50 or should you just stick with the 44? Well, that really depends. Do you really want to be paying $2 plus per round? Do you really need to say that you have a 50 AE? Do you want this to happen to you? And what's wrong with a revolver in 44 Magnum? So many questions that only you can answer.